EastEnders turmoil. Felix moves in with Johnny, but is his love life already falling apart? In the heart of Albert Square, where secrets, romance, and scandal are the lifeblood of daily life, a new storyline is brewing that threatens to throw one of Walford's newest couples into emotional chaos. Just when things seem to be going perfectly for Felix Baker and Johnny Carter, their blissful bubble is about to burst in a way no one saw coming. Felix and Johnny's relationship takes a huge step next week as the pair decide to move in together. For a couple that started off casual, this commitment marks a surprising, and, to some, slightly suspicious, shift. But what begins as a bold new chapter quickly spirals into uncertainty, jealousy, and emotional upheaval. Is Johnny Carter really ready to settle down? Has Felix rushed into something too fast? And could another man, Johnny's close friend Callum, pose a threat to everything they've built? As the drama unfolds, viewers will see tensions rise, emotions boil over, and trust put to the test in true EastEnders fashion. Rainbow moving in together. Too much, too soon? The week kicks off on a hopeful note, with Felix packing his bags and preparing to move into the Carter household. Johnny, who has typically been the commitment avoidant type, shocks everyone, including himself, by suggesting the big move. It's a significant gesture, one that shows how far he's come emotionally since returning to Walford. But the moment doesn't land well with everyone. Johnny's mother, Linda Carter, is taken aback by the news. She's been through enough recently, coping with family stress, managing the Vic, and dealing with her own emotional traumas. To hear that her son is making such a big romantic decision so suddenly leaves her questioning whether Johnny truly understands what he's getting into. Linda wants Johnny to be happy, shares a behind-the-scenes source. But she can't help but wonder whether he's making this choice from a place of stability or if he's just rushing into it to avoid being alone. It's not just Linda who's hesitant. Johnny's close friend Callum also reacts with subtle discomfort when he hears about the cohabitation plans. His awkward expression and clipped responses make Felix wonder if there's something unspoken between Johnny and Callum, something that may not have fully resolved in the past. Heartbreak cracks begin to show. As Felix begins settling into his new living situation, it doesn't take long for insecurities to emerge. The excitement of a shared home quickly turns into unease when Felix spots Johnny spending an unusual amount of time with Callum. Though their interaction seems innocent on the surface, coffee, quiet chats, the occasional laugh, Felix's instincts tell him there's more going on. Callum and Johnny seem a little too familiar. A little too comfortable. He sees Johnny and Callum sharing what looks like a tender moment, our insider reveals. From where Felix is standing, it seems like more than friendship. And that's when the seeds of doubt are planted. This moment is the start of a spiraling emotional conflict. Felix, already navigating a major life transition, now finds himself wrestling with feelings of jealousy, paranoia, and betrayal, all without a shred of concrete evidence. Warning: Felix distracted as Bernie's crisis escalates. While his personal life begins to fray, Felix is momentarily pulled away when he learns about Bernie's latest misadventure, one that could land her in serious trouble. Bernie, clearly distressed, confesses to Felix that she's been stealing from the Panasar's business accounts. Her financial desperation and poor decisions have now created a dangerous web of lies that could collapse at any moment. Felix is shocked, says our source. He had no idea Bernie was in such deep trouble. But as always, his first instinct is to protect his family. Felix, though visibly rattled, offers Bernie sound advice. Stop while she still can, come clean, and try to make things right. But his focus quickly shifts back to Johnny, and what he's just seen. This dual pressure, balancing family and romantic problems, sends Felix into a tailspin. And things only get worse when Johnny, seemingly out of nowhere, cancels their plans to attend Walford Pride together. No show. Excuse or escape. Pride in Walford is always a vibrant, emotional event, both a celebration and a safe space for many characters in the square. So when Johnny tells Felix he won't be attending, it hits hard. Johnny claims he needs to visit Elaine in hospital following her recent medical scare. It's a plausible excuse, after all, Elaine has been through a lot lately. But something about the timing doesn't sit right with Felix. The explanation feels convenient, too convenient. Is Johnny really putting family first? Or is he avoiding the public eye for a more private, possibly romantic, reason? Felix is torn, our insider adds. He doesn't want to be the paranoid boyfriend. But there's a nagging voice in his head that says something's off. For Felix, Pride was supposed to be a milestone for their relationship, something symbolic and celebratory. Johnny's absence feels like a rejection. And with doubts already swirling, it's the final push that sends Felix into emotional freefall. Magnifying glass, Felix investigates, but what will he find? Rather than confronting Johnny directly, Felix begins watching from the sidelines. Every interaction Johnny has, especially with Callum, is scrutinized. Every cancelled plan, every delayed text, every late night begins to feed Felix's suspicion. He even considers confiding in Bernie, but after her own crisis, he doesn't want to pile on more stress. Instead, he keeps it all bottled up. But how long can someone live under the weight of suspicion without exploding? In true EastEnders style, it all builds to a moment of reckoning, our source teases. Felix either has to confront Johnny or risk letting the relationship rot from within. Red Heart, are Johnny and Callum hiding something? Fans who have followed Johnny's arc since his original introduction will remember his past with Callum. Although things didn't work out between them romantically, their bond has always carried an undercurrent of emotional depth. Could it be that Johnny still has unresolved feelings for Callum? Or is their closeness purely platonic, and Felix's reaction merely a reflection of his own insecurity? These are the questions the storyline masterfully dangles in front of viewers. The line between suspicion and truth remains blurred. And in Albert Square, anything is possible. Firecracker, the confrontation, truth or fallout. As emotions reach boiling point, Felix finally reaches a breaking point. Whether it's an accidental discovery, a direct question, or a dramatic public outburst, something pushes the issue into the open. The big question remains, what is Johnny hiding? Is it an innocent friendship that Felix misread? A personal family matter he's struggling to express? Or something more damaging, like secret feelings or even betrayal? The truth will shake the foundation of their relationship, teases one showrunner. Whether it strengthens them or breaks them apart, well, that's what viewers will have to see. Tornado fallout, forgiveness, or final goodbye. As EastEnders ramps up toward a summer of emotional highs and devastating lows, Johnny and Felix's future hangs in the balance. Will Johnny prove his loyalty? Can Felix learn to trust again? And will the two men emerge stronger from the chaos, or find themselves another cautionary tale in the long list of Walford romances gone wrong? With Walford pride around the corner, Bernie's crimes threatening to surface, and Johnny's honesty being tested, this storyline intertwines personal drama with broader themes of trust, identity, and the fragility of love. In true EastEnders fashion, every answer only leads to more questions, and every step toward healing might just lead to heartbreak.